Hello, YouTube. Brian Redgrave here again with my review of Game of Thrones Season 3. My journey through Game of Thrones continues as I finish Game of Thrones Season 3 at 3 in the morning, actually. I didn't go to bed until I finished Season 3. And wow, especially the way Episode 9 had ended, I had to see the last episode without a doubt. This season, I feel like in terms of like action and stuff like that was a little toned down compared to season two. Not as many. It was more about character drama and character development and some of the stuff. And I was okay with that. I was very okay with that. And this season had two characters that I previously didn't like or care for that actually made me like them a little bit more. That being the Hound, which I thought was not much to him before this season, but this season has actually made me quite a fan of his character a lot more. He's getting more development, and Jamie, who I previously could not stand and hated the life out of him. And this last season, season three for me, actually made me like him a little bit more. Spoilers. His reasoning for killing the Mad King, if it's true, I want to put it past him if it was a lie. If it's true, how he went back to protect Brienne, protected her from getting raped, prevented that from happening, went back for her to save her. So it made me like his character a little bit more. And it's just. And then it's like Arya was finally gonna reunite with her mother and brother, and then the show just. Wow. That episode, spoilers, when they died, just it came out of nowhere. My mouth just dropped of shocked. It's like the show's like finally. I was thinking finally, man, Arya's gonna connect with some of her family after all this. She's been away from them for most of the show, and it would not. It was not meant to be for her mother and brother got killed before that in a very brutal fashion too. Rob's wife got murdered and stabbed in the stomach, even though she was pregnant. It was hurtful. It was painful. My mouth was wide open throughout that whole scene. It just, I was shocked. I've learned with this show that I guess no character is safe. I learned that when Ned Stark died in season one, and now Rob and his mom. I didn't see that coming. Maybe you guys did. If you've seen the novels, if you read the novels, maybe you seen it coming. I didn't. It took me by surprise. Another good season. Great season. I love the music of the show. I've said that in my previous reviews, I believe. I love the music of the show. Daenerys is finally getting her army together, and I'm beginning to notice that it seems like I don't know if she's getting built up for like all the way at the end of the show, because I'm about to go to season four, and she's still getting stuff together to go and fight for the Iron Throne, which I have no problem with that. I actually like that about the show. It really takes its time developing elements, and it's not just let's develop it and we'll conclude that at the end of the season. No, she's literally been doing this since season one. About to go to season four. Now she has armies, she has a dragon, she got ships. So I'm very curious to see when exactly we're gonna get her actually fighting for the Iron Throne. And I'm very excited to see when it would be. Will it be season four? Would it be all the way at season eight? I don't know. I'm okay with this because everything going on is very interesting. Everything going on is very interesting. So I have no rush. Keep on developing these characters. Is doing a great job with them. I really have no complaint about any character. Any character. I have no complaints. The show has done an excellent job building these characters. Granted, I had one issue with Rob dying. I don't really like his character, but I'm not the type of person to hate on the show because one character I like died. Sometimes to make a show have that gravity and have that weight to it, sometimes you have to kill good characters. So I had no issue. It hurt me in the chest because I really like Rob. But when he died, there was one thing, it bothered me. It bothered me that he never confronted Theon about his betrayal. Theon betrayed him in season two. He's been getting tortured throughout this whole season. That was all been strong and disturbing. But it just bothered me. He never got that confrontation with the guy who he called his best friend, like a brother, and he betrayed him. I wanted him. I was dying to see when Rob get to see Theon face to face again, and I guess now that's not happening because Rob is dead. That was my only gripe with him dying now. I would have preferred him dying after having that confrontation with Theon, but oh well. Even Theon's sister is actually gonna go for him now. That's how this season ended, which is I thought was quite shocking, considering how they treated him when he showed up back at home in season two. His dad could give two shits. I don't know why his dad is like that. Like he really is messed up. So the show, another excellent season. Another excellent season. I like the dwarf, Tyron. I like him. He's one of my favorite characters. And everything going on with him has been really interesting. I feel bad for the guy a lot of times. And his whole marriage to Sansa in this season was just shocking, and it's very interesting. I'm excited for the next season. I cannot wait to start season two. Season two, my bad. I'm so excited. Season four after this review. Now, I feel like the show didn't take full advantage of how season two ended with the Army of the Dead rising. I was very disappointed to see how little that was followed up on after that excellent season finale, with only it being talked about and one of them showing up and one of them getting killed with a dragon glass. That was a cool scene, but it's just not following up too much on that. And this is something that's been getting teased in season one. Again, the show is taking its times, and I like that how it builds a lot of stuff, but I don't think everything needs to be built around forever. Like, I was really looking forward to the Dead Army after season two, and I really didn't get anything. Again, I got teased in the season finale for everybody to prepare. So again, it's just getting teased at the end. And I'm not gonna get too excited, because if the show is showing me something, it doesn't follow big in some of the season finales yet. So I really had no issues with season three. I only had two gripes with the fact that Theon never comes face to face with Robb, and how it didn't really build upon the season two ending with the Dead Army. But what we did get was shocking with the Dead Army. With the little bit that we got was cool. And even though we didn't get that meetup with Theon and Robb, the way Robb went out was brutal. So I can't argue too much. The final verdict is an S. 2 seasons in a row with S. This season was fantastic. It was great. It made me fans of characters that I wasn't really a fan of beforehand. So I can't argue too much. The music was great. The character was great. The development of Daenerys even more. All the conflicts going on. I'm very excited to start season 4. So it gets an S. If you agree, like the video, share, and subscribe. This has been Brian Redgrave. Redgrave out.